Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Avengers in Trading. Today is December 2nd, 2021. And as you can see, the past few weeks, the market has been bearish for the most part. So let's see what's going on with a bunch of these popular ones here. As you can see, we just hit another rejection on Apple. It's still running pretty strong on the daily. So I honestly don't know. It got rejected right around this area. So I'm just looking for weakness. But honestly, trying to play this short is really tough. And right now, since we hit all-time highs pretty recently, trying to play this long is kind of tough as well. So, short-term plays is kind of hard to play since everything's already ran. But yeah, that's where you're at right now. Nothing much going on with Apple. It's just kind of I guess neutral, but these are some pretty big rejection candles, so just be on the lookout for that. It might be some kind of short-term reversal going on. Let's check out Airbnb. As you can see here, Airbnb turned extra bearish after this double top right here, so it looks like a double top. So you hit here one top and two tops, and it got rejected heavily. So right here it would have been too late to kind of exit. So you just look for these red rejection candles right here. So double top, and it ended up getting rejected fully. And on the 4 hour, it got totally bearish right there. It went below to the bearish market, and just because the whole market's just been really ugly lately. But yeah, let's try to find the next support level. I really don't know where the next support level is, but everything's looking bearish. We're under the EMA line right now. So shorting will be kind of hard, and doing a call or going long will be kind of tough on this one too. So just be wary that you're kind of in the middle of no man's land. So it's kind of hard to short, but I'd be in favor of the bear right now. And it's kind of hard to buy long right now. So let's check out AMC. AMC broke downwards. As you can see here, it had this triangle for a while, and it ended up breaking downwards. So right here, as you can see, this pattern it was making lower highs right there, right? And then from what I saw the past development, what it was doing is right here. So as you can see here, it was like higher lows and then lower highs. So it was creating this this triangle right here, and it broke downwards. So, and you can see through the chart where it would break downwards right here. So you would have been able to get out right around November 24th, which was last week. So right around here it hit bearish. So it was not a good sign. 1 day is bearish now, and 4 hours is most definitely bearish. So it's just not looking good right now. People are going to bounce this on and off, but as far as like midterm, it's not a good time to buy right now. But people did scoop it up right now, and it did pop up 5 to 6% today. So just be aware of that. Excuse me. But yeah, that's what happened. It broke downwards, so it's looking bearish. Not pretty at all right now. All right, let's look at AMD. AMD hit another rejection, so it might be time for a possible pullback. Most definitely. Got one so it hit this, and it hit this right here, and it's all going lower. So look at the 4 hour right here, gradually going lower. Looks like it's running out of juice. So be on the lookout. It might be some kind of slight pullback. I don't know how much of a pullback it could go. Maybe like 140 area, maybe. But it's not a good area right now to be buying. So, because you are buying at close to all-time highs. So, but of course, around this area, it could bounce a little bit more to try to go back up and retest. But right now, it's just not looking good at all. So, I would be on the lookout for a pullback and then buy the bounce. Excuse me. All right, let's look at Baba. Baba's been extremely bearish. So a few weeks, so around October, it did this nice little bounce right here on the daily, and then it completely failed pretty recently, right around here. So around November 1st, it was looking bearish already. It crossed downwards right there, so it did not look good. And then right there on the daily, November 18th, it was extra bearish. It went downwards right there. So, and sure enough, from 160 something all the way to 120. So I would not trust this right now. Will it bounce around this area? Maybe. But will it be a reversal? That part is most definitely, I don't know. But, you know, they will bounce it around certain areas. And let's see where we might be at right here. This is not a good area. The next area I would see is right around here. So right around there. So maybe the 108, 100, 110 area. But right now it just doesn't look like a good area right now to buy. Just not good. And then also you need to know what kind of drop it has had lately. So 274 was the 52-week range, but honestly, a little bit over a year ago, it hit 300. So let's see what's going on there. Let's see what kind of pullback we've had so far. So from 300 all the way down to here, it's been a 60% pullback. So honestly, 70% is what I'll be looking for. And let's see if it goes all the way down to here, 65%. So maybe. But right now, it's not the discount I'm looking for. And just be on the lookout for that. It continuously drops. It keeps on dropping on us right here, you know? Keeps on being bearish. All the way down. This nice downward channel right there. Yeah. Sure enough, look at that. Look at that downwards channel. Even if you drew a parallel channel right here. Let me see. All the way down here. Yeah, something like that. But it's just totally bearish right now. But be on the lookout. It could bounce at any time. It could hit a certain area, and next thing you know, it bounces 10-15% for a healthy little scalping action. All right. Okay, so let's look at BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond, it bounced, did this full like on reversal right here, and then now it got fully rejected again. So now it's turning bearish. So I wouldn't trust it at this point. It had a really strong bounce because they said they're going to buy back some of their stocks. And let's see what kind of percentage you would have gotten right here. Look at that. 70% bounce. So honestly, 70%, you really can't ask for more than that. Is this amazing bounce? Whoever got into this, kudos to them. But this pullback right here, I wouldn't trust anything at this point. I would not look to buy. And shorting, maybe, but who knows? Yeah, shorting would be more definitely on the list versus buying. But I wouldn't trust any of it right now at this point. Blink, total, like it had a nice strong run from the end of October all the way up to here. Now got a complete rejection, so I would not touch this right now. Is looking bare. Maybe on the 4 hour it could hook back up and try to bounce, but right now I would just not touch this thing at this moment. All right, let's look at CAR. Everyone's been loving Avis lately. I would not touch this thing at all right now. This is pretty much the latest GameStop. They ran it up all the way up to almost 500, and then now you're in no man's land, you know? So it looks like it's trying to hold, but I would not trust this at this point. Okay, let's look at Carnival. Nice 9% pop right here. This could be a sign of a reversal. But I mean, look at it, we're still negative. I mean, we've been negative. Look how strong the negative bars are on the 1 day. It's been negative ever since October 15th. It had a nice little pop up right here just to trap people, and then it continued on the way down right here. So you can clearly see that we've been bearish. It crossed back downwards right here. It crossed downwards right there. So honestly, just look for this cross downwards or cross upwards, and that could save you right there. Sometimes these cross upwards don't last that long. So so you just got to be aware of that. You know, everyone would love for things to continue running hard, but unfortunately, it's not the case for a lot of these stocks. Let's look at Chewy. So I'm hoping for some kind of reversal soon. It turned, you know, it had a nice little pop up right here, and then now it got fully rejected. So now I want this to hold this certain level right here and reverse all the way back up. So, but right now I just don't see it. I want it to come back up positive, and then I would look for it to open position. But right now it's just not looking good. So earnings is coming up on December 9th. So that's next week. So we'll see. I mean, they estimate a revenue of $2.2 billion. You know, that's pretty nice. So I'm thinking they're gonna hold this area and then pop it up right before earnings. That's what I would assume. And then after earnings, who knows? They might drop it or they might continue running it. Who knows? But right now, it's not looking good. All right. So let's look at Coinbase here. Coinbase total rejection right here at the 360 area, and it has hit negative on the 4 hour and has officially hit negative on the 1 day. So it's looking bearish at this point, you know. So right there, I mean, the whole Omicron thing, the whole COVID thing or whatever like that, it's just not. It has not been good news for anybody. So I think they have pumped it enough all the way back up to here. Double rejection, kind of like a double top, I guess. So back down it goes. But amazing that it ran all the way back up the way it has, you know. So but yeah, it's looking bearish right now. Dash, let's look at DoorDash. Oh my gosh, look at that. It's totally bearish. It hit, it had this nice little pop up right here and totally rejected. Big red candles. It hit bearish on November 23rd, which was last week. So, with all these red candles right here, you could have been able to get out of it and save yourself a little bit. But right here, it officially hit bear. And then right here, it officially hit bear. So we're totally bearish on DoorDash right now. People have made their money, and now they are out. They said thank you. The professionals said thank you. The big dogs, all those big guys said thank you. All right, let's look at DraftKings. We know DraftKings has been bearish lately. It's been extremely ugly. I don't even know where to start. It's been bearish since the end of September. On the 1 day, it crossed below, and it's been bearish ever since. It has not crossed above, but yeah, it's been totally bearish, has not crossed above any. So I'm looking for a reversal. This area is getting close to an area where it could be bouncing pretty soon. So let's look at it here. So what I would find is the past support level here, right around here. Horizontal ray right around there. That's the support area. And then right around here where it bounced, right down here where it bounced. So maybe around there, or maybe right around here. This looks like a decent level of support too. So yeah, if it goes like to 27, I'll be most likely scooping up some more, because I am in a really bad position right now. I scooped some up right around this area, so unfortunately I'm taking a hit. I did not have a stop loss, unfortunately, like a idiot that I am. So we'll see. I'll buy another position, hopefully for a bounce up. So we'll see. But nothing looking good on DraftKings right now, but I will be looking for a bounce soon. I just don't know when it's going to be bouncing, because it's just totally extremely bearish right now. All right, DocuSign. If you don't know what happened after hours, it has dropped 30%. So this is not even after hours right here. So the only way you can pull up after hours is on Webull. This does not show the after hours. Let's see if the 1 hour shows after hours here. Nope, it did not show after hours. That's why I don't like TradingView sometimes. It doesn't show the after hours stuff. But yeah, it has dropped 30%. So, just don't, you might be able to scalp a bounce Friday morning. But right now, it's been totally bearish since November 8th. So I will not touch DocuSign right now. All right. Let's look at Fubo. Look at Fubo. Totally got rejected right here. Big red candle, and then it's been downwards ever since. So whoever shorted this or had a put on this, congratulations. It's been totally bearish. Since around like November 10th, November 11th. So it's clear right here that we were bearish. So it's just been looking ugly for Fubo. This thing in the long run, I would not be surprised to see it at $4 or $5. This thing is just gonna keep on doing these crazy bounces and the crazy drops, and eventually, next thing you know, you'll be like, oh my god, how did it end up being $4? But the runs are really nice and the drops are really crazy. So honestly, you can really make some amazing money off of going long or short on this thing. All right, let's look at Robinhood here. Robinhood has been extremely bearish, crazily bearish. I don't even know when it's gonna stop, but it just does not look good right now. I don't even see any green candles or bouncing areas. It's just been extremely ugly. So whoever's gonna catch this the bottom, and it's gonna end up bouncing really nicely. I just don't know when. So but anyways, let's look at Jumia. Jumia, the African Amazon, been completely bearish. It was holding this area for a moment, and then when they had earnings, it dropped like a rock. So I would be looking to scoop it up when it hits some kind of reversal. But right now, there's been no nice green candles to show me a reversal, so I'm not going to even enter into it until I see a nice big fat green candle. All right, look at Kirk. Kirk has dropped 25% today. So they had really bad earnings. I would expect a nice little rebound bounce tomorrow on Friday, like maybe 5 to 7%. So don't be surprised if it bounced up tomorrow. So just FYI. But look at how bearish it's been, from November 19th. So once it crossed down like this, if you had a short or a put on there, you would have been winning really nicely. So, but anyways, it's just extremely bearish. Just look for a support area. Just not right now. Let's look at the airlines. Airlines looks like it's trying to rebound. We had a nice little bounce right here, a little sympathy bounce, but we have not had a full-on reversal yet. It's been bearish ever since October and has not been looking good at all. So, once it hits a certain bottom, it should bounce up nicely, just not right now because of the whole cancellation thing for the past few months. Just been ugly overall. So let's look at NEO. NEO, for NEO Day, I thought it was going to hold this area, but it has not. It's been bearish. Look at the 1 day. It has crossed below. It's been bearish since November 16th. Since this right here, been bearish right there. Now it's officially bear down here on the 1 day. So, but NEO Day is coming up, but they don't really seem to care to hold this area right now. They're just going to continue dropping it. So it's bearish right now. So, all right, let's look at Palantir. People like Palantir, but it became bearish lately. I would look to scoop it up around the $15 to $17 area. Right now, turned bearish on November 10th, right here. Once it crossed down, that's bearish. And then it has crossed down right around there too. So it's just continuously being bearish. So anywhere from $15 to $17 is when I would be expecting to be interested in it. And it might even tank even worse. Who knows? And earnings wasn't even that bad. They had 390 million and they still dropped it. And it, it's all positive. So who knows what they're looking for on here, But right here, around this area, right there, is when it bounced last. right around here, 17.5. But don't be surprised if it goes down to like 15 area right there. So, but yeah, that's the area I'll be looking for a reversal bounce. And I would assume maybe like late February or you know, or March or something like that. Maybe, who knows. All right, plug. It turned bearish recently. Look at that, turned negative. So be on the lookout for that. It's bearish right now. So you know, a put or short should be nice right now. All right, let's go to Zoom here. There's so many of them that we can cover, but I just want to cover some of the more popular ones. Let's go to Zoom and Zillow. So Zoom, you can see here, it's been totally bearish. I have not seen the bottom yet, but it looks like it's trying to fight its way back up. I just, you know, it might have one more drop down before it levels out and it does a bounce. But right now, I just, you know, it's kind of tough. So maybe it might flatten out. It might like somehow curve like this, flatten out and then curve up like that. That's what I would be looking for. But right now, who knows what it plans to do. Zoom, it continues being bearish. It keeps on being bear. So the only thing you can do is scalp, like days, like, you know, mini scalp, you know, 250 all the way up to 290 here, and then it ends up dropping. So just keep on looking out for those scalps right here, and it won't last that long. It might be like a 3 to 5 day scalp, you know. And let's look at Peloton. Peloton, I took a small position today. I'm wanting it to reverse right around this area because it did a nice little 5% pop. And you look at the big picture, 5% is really nice, but this is just a small blip, you know, in the big picture. So it's not even that much. So I am hoping for one of these where it kind of holds and then it pops back up. But, you know, anything, but Peloton's been pretty much bearish. So even if it bounces, I'm just looking for a sympathy bounce. But I, you know, one day I'll expect to see this at under $10 one day, just because this is just a fad, you know. So who knows? But if it bounces back up to like $60, I would love it, like 50 to $60, you know, and then it could continue on the way down. But anyways, that's all I have for you today. There's so many of them that we can cover. If there's certain ones you want me to cover, just put it out in the comments, and I will talk to you guys next time.